Good afternoon and welcome to Alphabet Soup for the Creative Soul. Now, I got off track. I did. I was out last night celebrating my birthday because my BFF, her birthday is on the 12th. And so we went out last night. I did a quick video for the barbers on Infinite Muse, and then I was done. So I am creating today's alphabet soup for the creative soul for January the 12th, 2023. That's when you will be seeing this video. Nevertheless, we have moved into a new letter space. We've got a new sacred. That sacred, excuse me, is Proverbs, the 31st chapter and the 28th verse, that talks about the woman being blessed and her children calling her blessed and her husband calling her blessed, and as he praises her, because all throughout that chapter it talks about how she showed up for her family and her housemaids, and how she traded in the marketplace, and how she purchased a vineyard as a businesswoman, as an entrepreneur. So we can see glimpses of a very powerful, loving, community centered woman, a creative woman in that scripture. And it doesn't have to be a female. They just mentioned it as a woman, but this can certainly apply to anyone who reads that particular passage. So the first word was blessed. Our second word was brave, because on that second day, we discovered on my birthday that Dr. Maya Angelou is going to be featured on the Quarter. So excited about that. She's a legendary poet and activist. And so the energy that we are raising, the vibration that we are raising for the inclusion of artists and authors and artisans in the creative, the world space, that space that recognizes gifts and talents in the creative arts at a higher level. We are seeing the evidence and the manifestation of that even today. So, like I said yesterday, I was celebrating my birthday. And so the word for yesterday was bestie. Everyone should have at least one person on the planet that you consider your confidant, your BFF, best friend forever, your bestie, whoever that may be, someone that you can be absolutely your complete, authentic self around. And my bestie is Tracy Spivey White. We have been friends and sisters. I mean, we have seen each other through it all. I mean, and God knows, again, if you have one, two, or three people that you can consider your close friends and confidants, you are blessed. But certainly, there's at least one person that you can consider, I pray, that you can count on. And there were years when we were not in touch. But because our friendship was so, the foundation of our friendship was built on spirit, was built on a solid foundation. When we finally reconnected, it was as if no time had passed. And so, but thank God we are our families, and we got children and grandchildren, and it's just been so much. We've connected. God has blessed in so many different aspects of our lives. She's run businesses. She's a principal. She's been very supportive of my entrepreneurial efforts, and we've just seen each other through so much in our lives. And so I honor my bestie and all the besties out there. That is the be the positive. Be let that be inspiration. Let your friendships, your close comrades, your close connections be an inspiration to you to create something beautiful. All righty, very good. All right. Well, thank you so much again. Work those things out and listen, okay? Because this is who we are. We are Alphabet Soup for the Creative Soul, a divine spa treatment. So we've got our sacred. We're blessed. Those people in our world consider us blessed because of what we give not only to them but to ourselves first. And our pieces are finding those blind spots. Another B, finding those blind spots that keep us unmotivated or keep us less than inspired to move forward in our vision and in our dreams. And you know what? I'm not going to try to go back to yesterday. Everything happens in divine right order. So today's video is today's video. So we had two words. Bestie, I would say from yesterday, and then blind spot. While that word may not immediately invoke a sense of positivity, I believe that we can use everything in our lives in order to get us to the next level. So it is incredibly important that we recognize if there or where our blind spots are. Because as you are driving, you need to be aware of your blind spots so that another car won't come up on you suddenly and you have to then swerve or you miss it. And that's the same way in our lives and in our creative time. Find those blind spots and not let anything um, come up on us. And we do that by being mindful. By for me, I use spiritual practices like stillness and silence, meditating, journaling, allowing emotions and ideas that no longer serve me come to the surface. That's a part of our pieces. Allowing those things to come up, because if you don't, then what happens is you start to act it out in other areas when the real issue is that thing that needs to come to the surface so that it can be dealt with. All right. So be inspired by someone or someone's in your life that you consider your bestie or besties or BFF, and be aware of your blind spots. So we are recording for both January 12th and January 13th. And I also want to say a very special and blessed happy Founders Day. I was very fortunate to be a part of an organization who has dedicated itself to community service, to social and racial justice. Um, our foundation are Christian principles, and yet we are a Greek organization founded in 1913, January 13th, today, 1913, and that is the incomparable Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. I bless each of you. There were years when, as I was processing and evolving in my own walk, in my own life, that I chose not to be a part of the community. And my dear soror and friend, Dr. Davina Jones, overseer Dr. Davina Jones, she helped bring a lot of perspective to my path, a lot of perspective to my journey, both in my life and in Delta. And I'm very appreciative. And I have reconnected to my community. I've reconnected with those that I pledged with. I've reconnected with those that pledged me. reconnected with those that I share a line number. And what a blessing it is, because in the end, at the end of the day, it's about genuine and authentic connection. So I bless each and every one of you sorors. God bless you. We are among, um, my gosh, thousands and thousands of phenomenal women all over the globe. I bless you and I thank you. And it's such a blessing. Again, my name is Sydney Christine Bates, and you have been a part of Alphabet Soup for the Creative Soul, both January 12th and January the 13th. God bless you.